October 3rd, Friday. Headed out to the woods about 11 o'clock. I'm going to swing by a new spot I checked out on the south side of the access. Southwest winds today is supposed to be like a high of 80, lower 80s. Not ideal this weekend either, but I'm going to swing into this spot quick, see if I can't find something that looks good maybe for days coming ahead. But I got plans to hike into another spot tonight. I have not hunted. I got a camera in there. Just getting more and more deer activity if they're getting pushed back in there, or there's acorns raining on the ridges and in the swamp there. So we'll see how it goes. Made it to the spot. Just gonna speed scout a sec. There's a big ridge system up here. Looks like it pours down into an old clear cut, and there's two swamps back here that meet up too. Just gonna keep following this down, look for some fresh sign. I got no mosquito spray, just raw dogging it. Kind of on a trail right now, the bottom of this ridge. A couple historical rubs. Nothing major yet. There's a little bit of a land feature right here. There's kind of a bowl out there. Looks like it's open. And right around the edge of the bowl, you can see right here, cuts around. There's a trail right here going up and over the ridge. Pretty good trail on the top of the ridge here. You can see where all this stuff is. These briars, the tops are all nipped off up here. They're nipped off as far as you can see, all of this. Overgrown logging road. And of course, Michigan Public, the ladder stand up there. Come down over the hill, follow this trail right through here. It started getting thick. Looks like there's some pines, cedars in here. And bam, right there, bed. Keep following this trail around. Well, yeah. Why wouldn't there be a ladder stand where it gets good? This guy with a ladder here, he's gonna come in from the trail. And that buck on that bed over there on the leeward side, he's gonna watch him
Walk right in. Couple deer moving through. I didn't get a spot on them, but it sounds like a fawn. It's kind of a textbook setup here for bedding anyway. That ridge I followed dumps down into this pocket of thick pines. There's trails all going through here. I think if it wasn't such a drought, it would be really wet in here. But it looks like a good little bedding area. Not very big, but there's definitely a buck using this area. It's pretty fresh. Going right down into that. There's an old rub right there. Not very big. Makes sense though. Looks like that's where those trails and the droppings lead into. I'm guessing there's one in there, at least one. Following this trail back into the swamp. Looks like it was being used. This looks like it could have been something someday. It's all trampled down in here. Looks like we got old stuff there too. I got something in here. I can't make out what it is. I'm gonna grab something to eat to the next place here to hunt tonight. That place just checked out back there. It's a deer killing spot. I had some deer moving around. They didn't spook, but there's definitely deer in that little pine swamp. fairly easy to get to, in my opinion, but for deer killing, I bet it's probably a 7 or 8 out of 10. There's fresh sign, but for big buck sign, not this year. Heading out. It's about 3:30. Got about a mile hike back. Still southwest winds creep into this swampy bedding area. Deer firing up a little bit on the cameras, on the one camera, so just gonna get a crack at it. It's kind of a scrape in there with like a bottleneck, pinches down, 2 ridges that come parallel with the swamp and a clear cut. So I'm gonna hunt the swamp side tonight. The wind in my face. Running the thermocell tonight. Otherwise I'd be carried away with all these mosquitoes. It's like 80 degrees. See if I can't see a big old buck. I just got set up a little bit ago. Took forever getting in here. There's no wind. Super quiet. I got bedding behind me. Acorns dropping on these ridges. Kind of sitting in a funky tree. You gotta do what you gotta do. The deer been bedding out there. And on the backside, moving this way through here, there is some old scrapes back here. Bunch of licking branches from the past. And there's a big rub over here. This kind of pinches down. There are these 2 big ridges here. And a ridge system here. There's a big trail right there. You can see it runs right down here. And they shoot out of the backside of this grassy stuff too. I think everything in the woods is taking advantage of the acorn drop this year. All I hear is animals everywhere. It's dead quiet back here. I already had the one deer, maybe more, come down from the ridge to the bottom and work away from me. I feel like if you're running a saddle, you gotta do this. You have to. It's a part of it. Rest your arms. Chill. That's gonna be about it today. Running out of light, running out of time. Until the next one. One of the reasons why I don't like night hunts. So I had my lineman's rope on, go to put my foot on the top step there, and I'm gonna start ascending. Then I hear big foot stomps coming. Big deer, bottom of the tree. Don't really know. Couldn't make out what it was in the moonlight. Must have seen my hand moving. Because it bound off 30 yards or so and then just walked off. I couldn't make out if it had a rack, but it sounded bigger than the other ones earlier. But that's that.